guys, and welcome back with some more Honkai Star Rail. Today we are here with the version 3.4 special program. I know that I'm late on this, but I literally beat the last update finally just a few days ago, which was really good. Like, I was honestly impressed by how good the freaking... I enjoyed the first half and the later half. The middle was kind of to me a little bit, but other than that, really freaking good. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen next, because everything was literally hitting the fan. So we got to see what's going on. So as always, it helps out a bunch to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And for the sun is set to die, and this is Fate Collab. So let's get it. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Bro had to click on the trailer. Okay. Ah, Japanese with it. Well, given everything, yeah, makes sense. This guy. Yeah, freaking yeah, that was the last thing we saw. Freaking Alicia over here. She's like, what the heck? You can't just pop out of nowhere with this music being nasty like this, bro. That's what we're not gonna do. Good. She turning into Sunday over here? The Panaconian Holy Grail War? Okay. Yeah, this is where Saber pulls up and stuff. Which I am not somebody who's like played Fate before or anything. I've watched some videos about the series on the channel, but that's about it. Archer. I mean, we're getting him for free, right? So I mean, that is cool. Hey yo. So the collab takes place in Panaconian, and main story obviously still Amphorius. Jesus, Kevin, what you turn into, brother? Holy. Bro, that form looks insane. Bro truly is ascended. Well, sorry, the camera's low-key blocking. But he going crazy over there. Jesus. Alright, I want to see more into the character that's like supposed to be like Alicia. That's what I want to see. But you know, Phainon over here doing his damn thing. Jesus. Probably could just skip forward. This code is not valid anymore. I'll let Albert do his intro. The GOAT. Here we go. Good morning, good evening, and something. Oh, bruh. Yeah,
hey,
bring him over.
Mr. Albert?
Hello!
Bring him over.
Albert.
Woo! And whether or not you have a day-night sight. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4 for the sun is set to die. Special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
The GOAT.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi everyone, I'm Phainon. I'm so happy to be on the special program.
I'd be saying Phainon, not Phainon.
Anaxagoras.
Anaxa.
Nice to see all of you again.
Much easier to say.
Did you miss me?
Oh, of course we missed you. Well, dear guests, welcome to the show. I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
The burning sky.
Yeah, no, the world was ending. Everything was crumbling. It was a beautiful thing.
Protection. But now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Phainon, so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
We already found out the truth. So what do a few sacrifices matter?
Exactly.
Every Chrysos heir was prepared for this. You just need to boldly take that last step toward the Era Nova.
But in the trailer
That thing is
just
cute
now,
there,
it seems like
the
Phainon
little
is gonna
thing.
go through
Reminds me of a
lot.
thing off of
I
Monster
saw a few
Hunter. I don't
scenes
remember
that
the
looked like
names, but they look
flashbacks,
similar to that.
And I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about to reveal itself. I assume everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Yeah, it was pretty
Why don't we
trippy.
take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it? Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding ground, which switched from following the path of erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond Era Nova.
In addition, that Tin Man Lygus is also pretty suspicious.
No, Lygus is
Phainon
extremely
had a pretty
suspicious.
significant
That dude was low-key
conversation in
pissing
the
me off
Vortex
at the end of that quest, I ain't
Genesis.
gonna lie to you.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when he said he could fix the Express and send the Trailblazers back home.
Yeah, he did say that.
The mask is coming off now.
Based on my interactions with him, Lygus doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysos heirs. Rather, he only wishes to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see? That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphoris is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world, and Lygus is one of them.
Oh, you're exactly right.
Could very well
The
be.
situation in the cosmos is like a game of chess, then Amphoris is a trap to set up the checkmate. But who knows? Maybe the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Era Nova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also determine the future of the universe.
But before the Era Nova actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphoris. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Era Nova.
As someone from beyond the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Era Nova...
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to Phainon and go home.
Well said. The Trailblazers won't betray the sincerity you've shown them. However, their fate will still be tied to that of Amphoris. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
Job's not finished.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Phainon. That Phainon we saw in the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
Well, maybe
Yeah, I did notice
is
that.
the one we're all familiar with.
I did see that.
But I'll leave the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
Which is what?
Kind of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris' true nature.
Before, as I've written, was like a storybook, keeping
Yes.
record of our friends' stories. Now,
Which I need to update
even
that
its
thing again.
appearance has
It's
changed.
been a little bit since I
Feels
opened that
like
up, I'm not
something
gonna lie to
big
you.
is about to happen.
It looks like it's turned into some kind of database.
You can use this system to unlock even more of Amphoris' secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
So they have the information there in a better way than before.
The long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version
They're like, yes,
3.4.
no more.
Story dialogue can now be skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each section displayed along
They hit the
way.
Arknight special.
Now you can choose the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences. In version 3.
Hey, at least it tells you what characters are involved in the dialogue if you want to do it that way.
Recap function. Stay tuned.
I mean,
But of
I will
course,
say,
as we move into version 3.
it's like, I get it though, sometimes that dialogue does get unga bunga like ridiculous. It happens. It wasn't
the truth and the fate of this world.
It wasn't as bad in this quest, except for maybe like 3 times where I was like,
preview is finally going live soon.
you know, but that's less than the others.
You mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Era Nova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated
I'll
short
check it out.
contains a very important part of the
Yes,
story,
sir.
version 3.4. Can't spill
Yes,
too
sir.
much here, but I can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song.
Okay, I mean, they always cook with these freaking animations like this for the characters, so I know it'll be damn
Why
good.
don't we turn our attention to our good friend Phainon and take a look at his
Our
story
good
together.
friend Phainon. Go ahead. Cook, brother, cook. Brother is gonna be teeing off. I mean, he's the freaking protagonist, bro. Main character energy from him. I mean, look at the form that he freaking goes into. He's over here splitting freaking dimensions. Yeah. Bro, are you the one? His ult just keeps going? Okay, I'm sorry. I know this thing's an hour long, like this freaking special program, and I don't want to freaking rewind a bunch, so this is gonna be one of the only times I do it. I need to see that ult again, because that ult was crazy. Bro does his transformation. He freaking aura farms, pierces you, opens up freaking pocket dimensions, comes down with a freaking, I don't even know what you want to call that, brings meteors and brings Armageddon. You get cooked, and then you're not done yet, as he brings it all back together into a freaking explosion, a big bang, and then returns back to normal like nothing happened. This dude literally caused the big bang in his ult.
Change this much.
This
That's
is
crazy.
nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know.
No.
Now he seems strange and formidable.
Oh, could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Phainon was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
Yeah, I mean,
Behind that
desperate times come for desperate measures. It's a freaking saying as old as time, but when it's time to handle business,
chosen by the prophecy,
you gotta handle
and
business.
Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the flame chase journey. Aglaya even used her own death to set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism and allowing Phainon to step up and rally the people.
Yeah, all of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the Deliverer of Amphorius. Even
The
Cypher,
Deliverer of
who barely
Amphorius,
ever
huh?
showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. What was Phainon like before he joined the flame chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a small, remote village. Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest.
I mean, that's a nice forest, though.
It's home to all
I'm not
kinds
gonna
of
lie.
little fairies.
That's
when I was
pretty
little,
nice.
I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship.
And look at
When
you
we got
now.
tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden
Very
waves of
peaceful
wheat,
looking place.
With the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4,
In version
we
3.4.
explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Phainon's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame
That
chase,
Phainon
and grew into the
lore.
person he is today.
I love this dude Albert though, man.
From a
Truly the
carefree
best
little
owl
kid
that I know.
to the deliverer,
I will
carrying
say.
everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
These days, Phainon just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphoris needed a hero, so he became one. The
Hey,
Crystal's heirs
there
needed
you
hope
go.
and a leader. So that's
And a leader.
Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Phainon's face is still the same,
Everything
his
else
whole
is
vibe is shifted.
whole
His
body
gaze
looking
is
different,
now
bro.
Sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one step away from the era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths of Amphoris are about to come to light. What trials lie ahead, and what choices will Phainon make?
Hero's journey
Find out
is
next time.
never easy. But if the will in your heart is strong enough... no
And
fire
by the
can
way, I
burn
did
you out.
notice these cute little things
If
down here
anything,
walking.
every trial
I
is
wanted
just a
to
forge for an
freaking
even
acknowledge
brighter
that
soul.
at least once. I
I'm
noticed.
more than ready.
Well said. Then let's let everyone experience it
Damn.
all themselves in version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Phainon performs in battle.
He
You
looks.
got it.
His kit looks
I'll
really
first show
good.
up in the familiar form everyone knows. When
Yes.
using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Cool.
The use of my skill also grants me core flames. Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Okay.
Wait. So core flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. Phainon can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or
For a
enemy
buff?
ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Phainon will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate,
Okay.
I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Phainon powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action, while he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
Wait. So
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries.
wait. So they have a. His ult makes your team leave, and he's just soloing. Is he that broken? Let me see this. Let me.
All the talents and buffs from Phainon's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation.
Excuse me?
With a brand new ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Okay.
Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this state,
Jesus.
I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of
So
damage
you got like a
on
counter?
one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used,
I don't even know what to say
Phainon will
about this.
unleash
This
one
is a
final
crazy
blow,
freaking
hitting
kit.
all enemies
So he's-
before removing the territory. Phainon's technique
So he's
is
able to
pretty unique,
debuff
too.
himself with the
Upon
ult
casting it,
also.
Phainon instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius.
Of
For
course.
normal enemies, they're immediately
3. So, okay.
Out without even triggering a
Okay.
battle.
All right.
All enemies? That's nuts.
This
Of
is
course,
freaking
power
Acheron's
comes with a
freaking
cost.
ability on
This
crack.
technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses,
But look how many
it won't
technique
cost
points-
Any points.
What
Plus,
the-
when Phainon's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh, I see.
Now this dude is crazy. I mean,
Now
if
that
there
we've
was a
cracked
character that
Phainon's
you were gonna
combat
make
abilities,
busted,
it's time to bring you some
canonically it
updates
makes
on a
sense that
few
you make
familiar
Phainon
faces.
busted. It does.
In version
You know?
3.4.
But they took a very unique take with it also.
Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jing Liu are
Buffed.
all getting some serious enhancements.
Yes.
Let's go!
My Kafka and Jing
Mr.
Liu
Albert,
are
please
finally
do
gonna
tell
get
us
some
what's
more
changing.
usage.
Let's start with Silverwolf. After the optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh,
Nice.
so it's AoE now, not single target.
That's a good change.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes
Hmm.
it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
There you go.
Next up,
I'm all for
Kafka.
units that are older
After the buff,
having usability
Kafka's
down the
skill
line.
will
They need
trigger
it.
More DOT
It's only
on
right.
enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack.
Okay,
After locking
follow-up
certain
city.
pieces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy.
Damage
And
over
using her
time, baby.
ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
Nice.
Basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah,
Good damage over
sure.
time, looking nice.
And now for Blade. After the
I don't
upgrade,
have Blade
he will deal
or
damage to
Silverwolf.
enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation. A change will happen to Jing Liu as well. Now she'll deal damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each
Okay.
time a teammate loses HP, Jing Liu stacks extra crit damage.
Oh,
After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output
I'm happy that they made Jing Liu get better because she's one of the
Our
characters that I
friends are
actually
getting
have
some
her,
solid upgrades.
and I have her freaking light
But with
cone,
all
bro.
these ability
So
reworks,
it's only right that
won't their
she's
Eidolons
actually
be affected?
Oh, don't
hitting
worry, Professor
for me.
Anaxa. Some of our
Please.
old friends Eidolons will be
Please.
tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything stays in sync.
But
Okay.
what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
What?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends'
Yeah.
ability modes freely.
I want the worst version of my character. Well, I think they did the same thing for Zenless. I think for Ellen, I think they give you the option to swap it off if you want.
To choose
I'm not gonna do
version,
that because I like the
choose
new
best.
version of Ellen,
For
but you
more
know,
details, be sure to keep an eye out for
That's good,
official
though.
announcements.
that's good.
Sounds good.
Aside
Sounds
from the
good.
ability
Hell
reworks,
yeah. Sorry, I'm just
Warlord
checking
Brendan
something real quick, but I'm
Ross is
listening,
getting
boys.
something new this time around.
Oh, who is it?
But valid changes.
Version 3.4.
Valid as hell.
Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its
Firefly
debut.
new outfit, baby.
Ah,
A new
look
outfit.
at that.
Firefly new
Ooh,
outfit.
let's take a look at the video clip first.
I'll take it. Give us skins. Give us skins in this game, please. Because we haven't dived deep into skins in this game. And freaking Zenless, we're doing it, which is awesome. That's cute though.
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever.
I like the fit.
That firefly-shaped brooch on her chest. You can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
See,
Maybe
I'm
she
surprised
even
nobody
asked for
spoiled
fashion
me on
advice
this.
from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well,
I
Miss
really
Kafka
like
does
Firefly.
have an
I have
awesome
her.
style.
She's built. She's fun.
Used to talk
Very
a lot
fun
about it
character to
behind
play
the
as.
scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime?
But yeah, I'm
match
trying
her
to think of
outfit
all the
changes?
skins in Star Rail. I don't
Totally
think there's
possible.
many at all.
If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit.
Firefly is a great character to freaking choose, though.
The whole look has to be consistent.
If I had to take a guess, I would assume she's gonna be on one of the banners coming up, like rerun.
You'll be able to grab
Just
Firefly's new look
edumacated guess.
using Oniric shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version 3.4's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character.
That's a cool looking freaking light cone also.
Light cone,
I vibe with it.
The Dawn will have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand new 4-star
I was gonna say, I saw that sneaking over there.
Story's next page.
I was like, what's going on?
First half banner. At the same time, we'll also kick off a
Tribby.
special warp event.
Do I want Tribby? I low-key do. I have Sunday and his light cone already. But I low-key want Tribby. Sparkle's cool. I've had Sparkle for a hot minute.
Will return as well. In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round of special warp events. Limited 5-star characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back along with the limited 5-star light cones. We're about to rest. I shall be my own
Not
soul
surprised.
and the unreachable side.
Two of our newly backed old friends are making a comeback in this version. What about Kafka and Silverwolf?
Here's a little sneak peek. Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5. And the limited 5-star light cones, Patience is All You Need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Also, 8 new 4-star light cones will be added to the Nameless Honor Rewards. And
Okay, Star Rail. I see. That's really cool. I like the art for these a lot.
There are a few mini versions of Chrysos Heirs.
Looks like Phainon really does enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
The babies.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that level of comfort.
For sure.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content coming your way.
Now this update, boys, it's looking pretty nice. I can't lie to you. I like the freaking art for the new light cones. I might get Tribby if I'm able to get Phainon quickly. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you know, I'm saying all this when I don't even have Cypher still. I'm just gonna have to mess around and scoop Cypher really fast before the banner ends. I'll probably do that today, to be completely honest with you, because I need that. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Freaking Phainon's kit, unga bunga as hell. I like the changes very much that they have going on for the older characters, and 2 out of those, 4 or 5 characters I have. The skin for Firefly, unexpected, but I'll take it. And I most likely will actually get that skin, because she's a character I actively play as. So yeah, like I said, I was checking something on my phone, but I was full on paying attention, obviously, because I mean, I literally just told you everything that's going on. So that's some damn good stuff. Alright, we've done this mode before. I've played it. It's fine. I'm just gonna skip past that because it's not really of much use to me. Yeah, you battle against other people. They got Boot Hill. You know, Argenti and Boot Hill are like 2 of my favorite characters.
There are plenty of familiar faces.
That's
among
funny
our
that
opponents this
they got them
time.
there. Anyways, though, I want to actually get to the meat of the freaking special program. So yeah, you get your login bonus. Okay.
The planar fissure and realm of the
double
strange
ornaments.
events will also return. Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
And then I see.
In version 3.4,
This is what I
Stagnant
wanna
Shadow,
see.
Shape of Cinders will also come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
At the same time, the planar ornaments,
And let me just
Arcadia of
respond
Woven
to a
Dreams,
family
and Revelry
text
by
real
the Sea
quick.
will also come online.
That's a cute freaking
Trailblazers can obtain them
ornament,
in the
though.
Divergent universe.
Why did my seat collapse?
This dude.
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First, the annual HoYoFest Off-Fight exhibition will begin in July. This year's
I love the
event
freaking
venues have
chibis
been
for this game,
completely
though.
upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
Okay.
In addition,
HoYoFest is cool.
Honkai Star Rail will be joining Anime Expo.
I gotta go to a
July.
convention again at some point, bro. It's been years since I was like a little kid.
Panel for Honkai Star Rail will
Oh,
also be
that's
held
cool.
at Anime
They got
Expo,
Trash Taste over there.
featuring several special guests.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements.
That's cool.
See you at Anime Expo.
Well,
That is cool.
Thank you all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time.
Almost out of time. Look how much time you have left.
You seem mighty
What's the rest
busy,
of this
Albert.
dedicated to? Oh, the collab, dummy.
What's going on?
I come.
Albert.
Bro's getting banished.
What's going on? It's not my time yet.
It's not. Bro said.
Whether or not your world has the concept of a holy
Oh
grail.
my lord.
Welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star.
You got 2 of the characters I like a bunch.
Unlimited Blade Works. Collab special
God, I love
program.
Boot Hill, dude. That's my
long
goat.
time no see, everyone.
Adventuring.
I'm adventuring from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Hell yeah.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill.
Boot Hill.
At your service.
Love Boot Hill,
Welcome,
bro.
both of you.
Love him.
I, Albert, have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Collab
Albert,
time, baby.
Could your class be... speaker?
Son of a gun. That's funny.
God, I miss hearing Boot Hill's voice, bro. He's just goated character.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nice.
Like,
Well, presenter doesn't
truly,
sound half bad.
truly favorite
In
character.
that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Well, the cosmos is full of surprises.
Hell
Soon
yeah.
after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
You know what I just thought about? So, as far as this update, they have the Amphoria story and then they have this. Are they both releasing at the same time, or is one gonna release like on the second half of this update? I mean, I guess we'll see.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right, but I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give you a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can manifest any miracle. And the Holy Grail War is a magecraft ritual for obtaining that power. As long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail War, the Grail can fulfill your wishes.
That daggum Wubba Boot Charmony Festival has only just concluded.
That dang never.
Hey,
Never, Bobby.
don't forget that Penacony prides
This
itself
dude
on
Boot Hill
being
be
a
freaking killing me,
holiday
bro.
resort. How are they gonna attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident?
No, the last Charmony Festival was
The family's
fine.
definitely gonna want to.
Everything was
find
perfectly
another
fine with that. I don't know what bro's talking
Well,
about.
I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers.
What is that laugh?
Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This
Okay,
Sweet
Santa.
Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted
Bro
in
literally hit
Penacony.
the
The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the final winner will receive the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance to make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick.
Yeah.
But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets don't discriminate. So
People die if they're killed.
Rest
Boot Hill
assured, everyone,
2025.
these Sweet Dreams
Truly
and the
inspiring.
Holy Grail War production
Thank
crew
you.
hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner of the Radiant Feldspar, shareholder of Penacone.
But of course.
Oh, the Soul Glad festivity. Our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Yes, sir.
So, the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a
Excuse
part
me,
of this war.
cool.
Well, as another Penaconian shareholder, the Interastral
Let's
Peace
go.
Corporation's strategic investment
I really like the
department
Penacony
sent
characters,
me
though.
as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy
In my
Ranger
opinion, they
Bruno
knocked it out of the
will
park with
also
the cast.
participate In this holy grail.
The goat.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Hey, don't you talk about being a criminal.
Too,
You last one to talk.
He has no time for this. I can't turn a blind
You
eye when
leave him
someone's in a tight
alone.
spot, so helping out was the least
That's
I
my
could
goat.
do.
Looks like Mr. Voodoo really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Exactly. Leave him
Well,
be.
apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Of course. Apart from local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War. They are respectively Saber, Archer, and Lancer.
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder which heroic spirit will end up accepting a contract with the Trailblazer.
Now, see? This is how you attract attention. Now we're gonna get tons of views.
This
That's
guy.
why you pay big bucks
Let me
to
see the
get
kits.
big names.
Let me see the
As to what
kits.
stories will
Let me
unfold
see
in
the
this
kits.
sweet dreams
Why am I doing the
of
Macarena?
Holy
Let me
Grail
stop.
War,
That's what I was starting to do.
Who will forge a contract with who? Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's
It's
a
crazy. We've been
reminder
waiting for
that
this
the
for like a
Honkai
year now.
Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams, and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th. So keep an eye out for it.
Ah.
Okay, July 11th. Okay.
Uh-uh.
Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little...
Wait a minute. No English voice? What the hell? What the Halliburton? Actually, I don't want to say Halliburton. I mean, Taurus freaking Achilles. I'm sorry, my guy. That was a basketball reference for anybody that's confused. Oh, jeez. No English, BA?
Oh, different from usual.
Sad
Now that
boy
she's
hours
arrived in
indeed.
Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of
What the-
festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Damn, bruh.
Exactly right. The King of Knight's new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains her iconic blue and white.
I've heard that name before.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, while the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well...
Let's get it. Bruh. She didn't even put her mouth on that ice cream. So like when we're doing the story in English, is she just gonna be like dead silent, or are they gonna have her speak like Japanese?
Well, butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. That
Biscuit?
Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
Butter my
How come the
fudge.
King of Knights is always stuffing her face, even in Penacony.
Oh, looks like Penaconian food is very much to her liking.
I mean,
That's
hey,
right. You can't
sweets
fight
are
on an
sweets,
empty
you know?
stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction. Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets.
That's a cool ass
If
attack though.
Saber has enough
Got a whole
core resonance
freaking
at that time,
whirlpool.
she'll
I wasn't say
consume
whirlpool,
core
like a little
resonance to regenerate
freaking
massive
twister
amounts
and
of
a
energy for
freaking
herself and increase her skill's
sword,
damage.
basically.
In other words, you need
Just-
to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has dispelled Invisible Air, Barrier of the Wind King,
Invisible
around
Air!
his sword, releasing high
like
pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King,
Strike Air!
dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate,
Love the
Saber
enthusiasm.
will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack
freaking
into
Excalibur over here.
enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance.
Now she's cool as hell.
If the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
Okay, so you're just gonna start
That's
teeing
right.
off with Excalibur.
Not only does this sword bear the King of Knights past,
You can
present,
haymakers with
and
that thing.
future, but it also
Is
represents
haymakers
the
an
noble
Unk
ideal
term?
that was held in
Y'all
the
are probably gonna be
hearts
like,
of the
yeah,
countless soldiers
it
who
is.
once followed her in
It
battle.
definitely is, Keith.
All right.
So I'm just gonna stop before y'all start cooking me, bro.
Now we'll move on.
Y'all already
to
be
our
cooking
next
me.
otherworldly
Archer.
heroic spirit. Archer.
Y'all already be making fun of me.
Oh, seems like Archer cares about this Holy Grail war very much.
His holy
New
grail.
outfit too.
He even changed where his accessories
Okay,
go.
let me. Why
Those
am I?
decorations he had
But
on his
I was about to
chest
hit a
are now on his
yeehaw.
shoulders.
I need to
What
stop.
sharp eyes you've got, dear
need to
guest.
stop, bro.
Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It
Hell
has
yeah.
the classic red and black look. The sharp contrast, reminiscent
I mean,
blazing fire.
I did say he look, bro got the freaking, got the color scheme of Dante from DMC, and then the hair of Virgil.
In the deep
I
night,
find it very
imbued
funny.
with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight
The
combat gear
combination.
emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness and strength.
You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Director, show us the game footage already.
Bro also is the galactic baseballer? Excuse me? So he's got some dual blades. You see, when I hear the name Archer, I thought of him just with the bow. I didn't think he was about to be doing much of anything else, because I'm not familiar. Oh, so he does speak a little English. There is a little English incorporated
So
in the
that's
freaking...
Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite
Interesting.
impressive indeed. After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
I am the bone of my sword. That sentence sure brings back a lot of memories.
I agree.
Well then, let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Like the
Okay.
music that was playing in the back of
Archer
that
is a
guitar.
quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses
Okay.
his basic attack, Archer can
He's
deal
about that
damage
action.
to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
This dude.
That's right. But Archer
Don't blame him
hasn't
for saying
exactly
that,
slacked off
I mean, I was
on his
literally saying the same
marksmanship
thing.
Training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing
Okay.
damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn
Wait,
will not
so,
end after he uses
I have a
his skill,
question.
and he
Since
can
we're getting
continue to use his
Archer
skill
for
until
free,
he
right?
runs out of
How do we
skill
get more
points.
copies of him?
Heads up,
They're not
the
pulling
more
an
time he
alloy,
uses
right?
skill consecutively,
So,
the more
how'd
damage
that work?
Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. And using his ultimate, Archer will recite
Unlimited
the
blade
to
works.
activate Unlimited blade works, dealing damage to
I
one
dig it.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's
Just getting
ultimate
impaled
also
to the
grants
freaking
him
moon.
special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in that case,
Okay.
there's no need to worry about running out of skill
God, yeah.
points.
After this stream, I'm gonna go
couldn't
pick
help
up Cypher,
himself and
dude.
had
I'm
to
just gonna
use
get
his
that done.
favorite
Just get it
twin
over with.
blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now, I have big news for everyone. From when the Collab event starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star Collab character,
His growth materials
Archer,
is for free? Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome!
We hope that,
Hell yeah.
under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will cleave open the dark clouds.
Be able to get him
and
up to
become
level
a
60?
saga sung throughout the cosmos. We also hope that
And he's
your
available
encounter
from 3.4 to 3.6. Damn, so this collab stuff is actually here for a good 2
will
updates?
bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah. How about that? The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Oh, awesome!
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now.
Wait.
Besides claiming Archer for
You just gonna throw that at us, but
also
just like,
directly
just
obtain a set of
here.
character enhancement materials
Just a little-
for Archer.
Wow.
a little thing to keep you
thoughtful.
excited, but we can't tell you nothing else.
Yeah, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right, now let's check out the banner
Bro
details.
said, I tried to imitate that
Collab
laugh.
starts on July 11th.
Yeah.
Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps. Excalibur.
The collaboration warp will be available for a long time after it's launched. They wanted to make that clear, okay? They're like, we're not gonna make it be FOMO, okay? It's gonna be available for a while. So there you go.
Excelsior!
I'm gonna get
And
both.
the bone of my
Well, I mean,
sword
obviously.
to obtain
I'm gonna get
limited
one of them, but-
5-star characters, Saber and Archer, respectively. In the Light Cone
Oh.
collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited.
Guarantee counts. So collaboration banners are their own type of thing? Is that what I'm getting? Guarantee are shared between all collab character banners and separately shared banners between all collaboration light cones, but neither carry on to other types of warps. Okay.
5-star Light Cone.
Well, there you have it.
Nicholas Coronation from Birth of a King. And the limited 5-star Light
All right.
Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn from Red.
Oh, I understand. So we get one free copy because he is a 5-star. So you get one free copy of him. So if you want to max him out, you do have to pull at that point. Okay. I understand. Cool.
Radiance of
Since I do have one copy
In
of him, I
addition,
might just go for the light
counts
cone.
are shared
I'm
between
most
the
likely
character
going to get
collaboration warp
the
banners
light cone
and
for
also
both of them
separately shared
because they're
between the Light
collab
Cone
units.
collaboration banners. But
And the
neither
banner's here
carries
for a
over
while, so I don't have
other
to do it
types of
right
warps.
off the bat.
Ah,
But I will
okay.
get Saber, like,
It's worth mentioning here
fast.
that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long term after the event starts.
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Light Cones?
Exactly. These collab
So,
banners
that's a hot
run
minute.
across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
That's crazy.
And
That's actually a really good thing, though. Like I was just saying earlier, you got collab units that you could take your time getting if you don't want to get them right off the bat, if you want other characters. So if you just want to straight up focus on Phainon, focus on Phainon. You don't have to worry about this right now. Which I am going to get Phainon. But I'll get Saber too. And as far as the light cones, I'll get down the line then or something. That's very gracious of them to do, to decrease the FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, this is an extremely not greedy move of them to do, which is weird for gachas. But this is probably one of the most generous moves I've
Throughout the
seen.
entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts.
Yeah, so spend a total of 200 passes to claim. Oh, so if you do 200 pulls, You get the light cone for free?
After the collab event starts, when trailblazers spend the designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly
from
obtain the limited
now till August.
The hell where ideals burn.
Throughout all of version
They got a lot of
3.4?
good stuff going on. Holy.
In other words, after the 3.4 update,
I'll be
and before
definitely
the
doing
collab
a bunch of
event starts,
polls.
Any
So that's crazy.
Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Phainon or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
right.
So for this specifically, you could pull on any one of the banners, collab or not, and it all adds up together. Yeah, so I'll get the light cone for free.
Oh, yeah!
So the only light cone I'm really gonna have to worry about is freaking sabers.
Voice actors for Saber and
So you get a
Archer have some
free
things they like to say all
Archer,
about.
and you get his light cone for free once you do 200 pulls. That's fair in my opinion. That's very fair. That's good.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。
What's up,
セーバー役のカスメヤコです。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバ
I'm trying to
ー
think,
の姿
did the
は
character Saber just never have an EN voice, and the same thing for Archer? The Fate characters not have EN voices? Is there something I'm not aware of? Because I saw other voices were there.
フェイトとスターレール
I'm
の
just
世界
curious
観
about
が
that.
混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多く
It
は
looks
話せ
like
ない
a
のですが、
very good
セーバー
collab.
がスターレール
that
の
lasts
世
a
界
hot
でどの
minute.
ように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。
Like,
星々と
they,
聖杯が混ざる
Hoyoverse
この
definitely
中で
redeemed
あなた
themselves
だけの
from that
熱い思
freaking
いとロマン
Aloy
に出会いま
nonsense
すよう
from
に。
back in the day.
それでは最
I
後
know
に
people are going to be like, Sony forced them to do it, this, and that. Yes, but it was a collab character that made it into the game, okay? At the end of the day.
これからマスターにな
So
る
this
開
is a
拓者の
real
皆さん、
freaking
こんばんは。
way to do it.
フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております。
Genshin don't want to be
声優
doing
の
no
諏訪部
collabs
淳
with
です。
nobody, bro.
崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイト
They
ア
would
ンリ
have
ミテ
done a
ッド
bunch
ブ
by
レード
now.
ワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際に
I know that word,
アーチャ
kudasai.
ーの
That
戦闘
means
シーン
please.
見せていただいたんですが、
I know that
アンリミ
word.
テッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや
No, the
これも
animation
素晴
and
らしかったで
effects
す
are really good for both the
今
characters.
回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
Alright.
All right. Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages. With
Yes,
the
sir.
Honkai Star Rail and Face Day Night Unlimited Bladeworks collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express
they
our
cooked.
sincere gratitude to Mr.
This is-
Kinoku and Mr.
if there was an
Takashi
update for you to
Takeuchi
call like a
for their unwavering
W
support from
update,
the earliest
is
planning
this one.
stages to the final
Most
implementation.
definitely.
And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
Excuse me.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate joy!
In order to showcase
That
the Holy
enthusiasm,
Grail
Jesus.
War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze
No
of
moon.
Phainon. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most
This is gonna be fun.
peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy
Argent.
Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense 1v1 battles.
V1 tournament arc.
And a set amount of health. Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
You're out of here.
Smart way to beat your opponents.
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs.
Okay.
You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough pieces of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail war, huh?
Absolutely. And that's not all. Trailblazers can also acquire noble phantasms during battle for extra help. Plus, during combat, Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh? Well, I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
This Grail feels kind of off. Forking hell. Could it be corrupted?
Forking hell.
You right on the money.
Love that guy.
Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win.
Okay.
Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Will
Oh,
do,
but don't
partner.
worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition, and just for entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have
Okay,
also
hopefully somebody
prepared a
got the
special
reference
protected mode
on the way I was saying
competition.
entertainment.
In protected mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters.
Cool.
And enemy strength is toned down.
Ah, this way, new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail war experience.
Exactly.
Without the
Production team
stress.
cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night.
Cool.
Experience some epic battle
Stay the
action.
night.
And score
I got
yourself
you, my
some
guy. Where is it
stalagmites
at?
and
Where is it
other
at?
Awesome rewards.
Now, just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Bladeworks collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Good. As it should be.
All right. Big
As
thanks
it should
again
be.
to our
Split that
2
thing in
guests.
half so we have
That
2
wraps
things
up
to be
today's
excited about
Fate
separately.
Collab update.
Presenter.
Good. That way we could focus on
Your mission is
Amphorius
complete.
first, get that done, then
It's
this.
all part of the job.
That was good.
Anything for the Trailblazers. So
Oh, yeah.
Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
Really good
We'll
update
see you
incoming. I'm happy I watched this.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
The goat boot hill. Bro. This dude Albert, bro. I love this guy. Round of applause. Great update. Firefly skin, changes to older characters, Amphorius story looking crazy, Phainon looking great, busted kit. Freaking protagonist kit if I've ever seen one. We're gonna get him. What else is going on, bro? New light cones. Freaking new ornaments. Fate collab looks really cool. I mean, the amount of free stuff that you're gonna be able to get, they're being really generous. They're extremely generous. Both characters look fun. I like this a lot. W update, honestly. They did good with the last update with the story. I think they're going to be able to knock Amphorius out of the park with a bang for this one. And they added the skip dialogue option. I know people are really happy about that, and it has a summary. And lets you know what characters were involved in that dialogue. So all in all, round of applause once again. Keep cooking, Star Rail. You're doing a really good job, and this looks like an amazing collab, honestly. For somebody who's not even a Fate fan, this looks really cool, and I'm interested. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are going to be pulling for, who you're saving for next, whatever the case may be. And then, yes, us learning more about freaking Elysia. Listen, freaking cool as hell, dude. Especially, you know, being a Honkai Impact 3rd OG from back in the day, you know. Elysian Realm. Truly an arc of all time. So, yeah, it'll be really cool to see what the hell is going to happen. But yeah, please be sure to leave a like. Helps out very much. Subscribe if you're new. Stay tuned for more content on the channel as we're getting back into the rhythm of stuff. And yeah, I'll see y'all again soon. So appreciate you very much. Love y'all. Stay safe. And as I always do say, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.